information and bring it logical. Don't say, well, all the other people are going to think that, because a man would not be like, all the other people, who care about the other people? We don't care. My relationship's with you. That's the easiest way to throw this out and hear him not to listen to, by saying other people's going to think. We don't care about other people. We care about what our significant other thinks. Our significant other thinks that, like, hey, just getting the perspective of a woman's perspective on what a follow and like means. This is what this coming from, and she relays that. We're golden. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Dating. I am your host, Zakka, and what is Nerdy Dating? It's a dating and relationship podcast from a viewpoint of a nerd here in Kansas City, Missouri. And you have a question or a comment or something you want to have me read on the show, please put in the comment section below and I'll get to it on the next episode. Please like, please share, and please subscribe to the podcast. I really appreciate y'all. And I love everybody who's been following me so far. And I love everybody who's been liking and sharing the podcast so far. So please do that. Let's blow this podcast up. Let's get it out there. But I'm going to need help from you guys. Also, you want to follow the podcast, you can follow it on TikTok and Instagram at alizakkanerdydating. So that's alizakkanerdydating on TikTok and Instagram. Let's blow this podcast up. Let's get out there and let's help some people with some relationship advice. Now, the first question I got for today's episode comes from my TikTok page. And the question I get is, and this is in relation to following and liking in social media when it comes to relationships. So the question Lauren asked me was, he follows a lot of Instagram models. I don't mind, but I think he should keep it off his main profile. How do I address? So my first mention or first thought to you is, you do mind. So let him know that. Tell your boyfriend that, hey, you know, I thought I'll be okay with you following a bunch of Instagram models, but in reality, I do mind, and this is why. You have to lay down the groundwork for why this mind. Don't come from a place of attacking. Don't come from a place of hurt. Just say, for the women's perspective, kids, for men, you gotta be logical. Be logical about it. From the women's perspective, when a girl sees a guy, follows her, or a guy that is liking her pictures, that he might be interested in her. From a girl perspective, we think that guy is interested in me, or at least wants me in some kind of way. Even though for the guy's perspective, he would think a like is a like. He ain't thinking about anything of it. He likes a body pic, like he likes the beach pic, like he likes the, I'm trying to think of somewhere else Instagram model will be at, the food pic, like she's at a grocery store for whatever reason and picking food and she's wearing yoga pants. Like, I don't know, there's stuff I'm trying to think of. It's like trying to think of different Instagram models. I haven't followed really many Instagram models, and I can't think the last time I followed an Instagram model. Like, I actually went out my way and follow. I follow a lot of like fitness, not even fitness models. I follow like, because fitness personal trainers, I follow wrestlers, I follow athletes, people who do stuff other than just post a body pic. Like like Lolo Jones is one. Been following her for years. She's not an Instagram model. She's just an Olympic athlete who still does Olympic stuff. So I'm like, hey, follow. I like her hard working ethic. But anyway, back to this. So he's thinking a like is a like. Like, he's just thinking like mindless click and follow. But from the perspective of a lady, is that, you know, this follow means more than just what you think it is. It doesn't just mean anything just nonchalant. It means that lady's looking at this and thinking, oh, at least I might have a shot. If a lady really want to slide into a dude's DM, she'll be able to talk to him more and have a better shot of communicating with him because he's following her, even though he's thinking anything of it. If a man knows him following or liking another woman post would thus make it seem like that lady has a shot at him, and while he's in a relationship with a girlfriend, and he knows his girlfriend is bothered by that, he is not going to put himself in a situation where a lady might have a shot at him. Now, if in this situation here, you do mind about that. You do mind that he follows these Instagram models. So I always tell him that, give him that viewpoint of it, that when a lady sees a guy follow, that he might be interested in her more than just the follow. If he sees that and he understands that, he's not going to put himself in a situation to continue following a bunch of these women. He's going to stop, or he's going to cut them out. Now, you said you don't mind him following them, but don't follow him on his main profile. Okay, don't follow him on the main profile. So tell him, like, it's okay. You have a second profile where it's not you. It can be a fake page. And people are like, oh, leave a suspect. Why would you tell a man to do that? She said she don't mind it. She don't mind if he follows these women, but don't do on his main profile. In that case, have a second profile like she's telling you. Maybe she already knows you have a second profile. Then go ahead and follow those ladies and go for it. But don't be commenting, and don't be, if you're going to follow, just follow, but don't comment. And if you do follow these women, let your girlfriend know that, like, hey, I'm following on this profile and this is what I'm following. There you go. But she already knows you're following women. She's not gonna stop you from following it. But at the same time, like, have them following on the second profile. Keep up the main profile, because the main profile is your face, is your personality, is you. In that case, and to go back to what the logical viewpoint of, like, the woman's perspective of a like means this. Because the guy will be like, well, this is my perspective. I understand that, but the woman's perspective, what it means. And if he sees that and he hears that, he'll be like, oh, okay. And what I got that from, I actually got from a podcast of Kay Smelly, I think her name is, where she was saying when a certain guy likes her photo, she's like, oh my gosh, she liked my photo. She posted this photo for a reason, to get that one guy's interaction. Well, for men, we don't know which guy that is. So she's looking for a dude and she's eyeing that dude, and she knows, like, oh, that's the dude I want him to like my photo. She don't care about all the other 100 men. She just want 99, or she want that 1 out of 100. That 1 out of 100, she feels set. So relay that same information and bring it logical. Don't say, well, all the other people are going to think that, because a man would not be like, all the other people, who care about the other people? We don't care. My relationship's with you. That's the easiest way to throw this out and hear him not to listen to, by saying other people is going to think, we don't care about other people. We care about what our significant other thinks. Our significant other thinks that, like, hey, just getting a perspective of a woman's perspective on what a follow and like means. This is what this coming from. And she relays that. We're golden. We like, okay, well, now I know. Now be more cognizant of a certain like, or cognizant of a follow. So is how you should go about it. That's how you should address it. Tell them that you do mind, and break it down what a like and follow means from a woman's perspective, and let him register that. And you see on his main profile, like, when he start getting rid of them or he don't follow more, there you go. You're set. All right, let's go ahead and get into some TikTok videos. So this first one's from The Perfect Network. See what the guy talk about.
If you're in a relationship and someone DMs you, how do you go about that?
You don't respond.
You don't respond at all?
Even if you say I have a boyfriend, men know I have a chance.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Be giving an opening.
Yes. If you are in a relationship, you shouldn't say shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He's gonna come around in 2 months. You still got that boyfriend, like, you know, and he's gonna still be waiting, and you just let him know that you still have an interest.
And men will wait, and they know that about each other. And it's embarrassing to your man in your relationship to even acknowledge a man trying to get at you.
I agree with that. If somebody slides into your DMs, because today social media, we all out here dealing with social media from the get-go, and social media can ruin relationships and cause divorces. And I'm moving my coffee over, or I guess I call it my hot cocoa. But yeah, I agree with them in that sense, because, like, why acknowledge that? If somebody tries to slide into your DMs, they said something along the lines of, like, hey, I think you're handsome, or hey, I think you're beautiful, or hey, can I take you out, or can I take you a good time? And you have a full partner at home, full relationship. Why would you entertain that person? What reason? What are you getting out of this? If you're realizing that you're going to try to talk to this person and get some emotional connection that you're not getting from your partner, then you need to bring this up to your partner, that you need emotional connection, that you feel like you're missing something, re-establish that relationship with your partner. Or you realize your relationship is dying down versus going down this rabbit hole of potential cheating and causing emotional cheating. How about you end a relationship with your partner? Oh, I don't want to end a relationship with my partner. Then in that case, how about you reignite your relationship with your partner? Start dating your partner again. Start having a conversation with them instead of being silent and letting things slide. Talk to your partner. Reignite the things you guys were doing when you first met each other. Don't let your relationship die out. If you feel like some guy in your DMs, you feel more appeal to talk to somebody in your DMs, then you need to go and reestablish your relationship. So don't let your relationship lose because you wanted to have some dude in your DMs and talk to them. I agree with her. I agree with her 100%. And don't even acknowledge them. Don't even respond to them. I have people slide in my DMs, and it irks my soul every time I get somebody try to slide into my DMs. To be honest, it really bothers me because I'm like, why are you here? And the first time I ignore it, second time it comes back up and they are saying something. And this is for Facebook Messenger. Like Facebook Messenger, it doesn't put people who's not your friends, or maybe it does put people who are not your friends in your thing. But somebody who's my friend on Facebook, and then you slide in my DMs and I ignore you the first time, then I see something again, I am going to block you. Just saying, I don't have time. I'm 100% committed to my partner. I don't have time to be dealing with other people trying to mingle their way into my relationship. Go see out there. You know what? You didn't try to talk to me when you didn't try to talk to me when I was single. Do not try to come at me while I'm in a relationship. Get out the door. So I definitely agree with her. If somebody try to come at you, ignore it. Especially if they're not your friend. You shouldn't see the request. If you see the request, delete it, block it. If they come back and they're a friend, they come back into you, then block them as a friend where they can't message you. They can't. Because like you said, like I'm in a relationship, that person will sit around. Oh, she's in a relationship now, but I bet she won't be in a relationship 3 months from now. She's in a relationship now, but she won't be in a relationship for 5 months from now. She's in a relationship now, but she won't be in a relationship a year from now. Like that dude will sit there and plot. Especially if he's trying to get at you. He's going to plot. And then he'll wait for the sign your relationship gets weak. Try to come in and be that guy, be like, hey, you know what? I wouldn't treat you like that. I'll treat you like this. That's not right. You think you're speaking to a friend. In reality, he's trying to break you up so that way he can take a swing. That doesn't sound good, does it? But sometimes it's the truth. So you gotta be mindful of that. So don't even open that door up for certain guys. Next video here. This is from Dre and Ken. All right, let's see what they got to talk about.
Babe, some girl just text me.
Who?
I don't know who she is. She said, "Hey, Poppy, I seen you the other night."
Poppy?
Yeah. I don't know.
She called you Poppy?
Yeah. She had said, "Hey, Poppy, I seen you the other night. You look so good in that C8. I've been missing you. When you gonna come see me? This Tiara."
Tiara?
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
Who is Tiara?
I don't know who that is.
Babe, the only Tiara I know is your ex. This your ex texting you?
You can go and text back a block. I don't want no dealing with it.
Babe, but you done had a new number since you talked to any other females. How would she get your new number?
I don't know. That might not be her. I don't know.
No, babe, the only person we know named Tiara is your ex.
Nah, I swear to God, I ain't talked to her. I ain't talked to her since we last broke up.
So how would she get your new number?
I don't know. If that's her, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
But the other night you went out with the guys. So what you trying to say to me? You trying to tell me that you was with another girl?
Nah, we had went go-kart racing and we had just went to Bombshells to the bar.
Oh, so it's one of the girls from the bar that wore the little bitty shorts with their booty hanging out.
No, I didn't get nobody my number. I swear to God I didn't. I swear to God, on my life, I didn't get nobody my number.
How would they get your number, though?
I don't know. That's why I'm coming to you, letting you know before something go on, I swear.
How would anything go on, though, Dre? What you mean? You gonna try to meet up with her?
I don't know who that is. What is you talking about? I don't know who that is. I swear to Jesus, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't like that. I can't stand pranks. I texted my boyfriend from a fake number acting like another female. I don't like pranks like that. That man is stressing out right now. He is going through it. Hopefully, because there's other people on TikTok right now doing the same thing with this. And the fact that he's running down the stairs, you see other people running from their stairs too, running from the corner. You know what? I hope this is a prank. I hope they're just acting. I hope this is not real. But ladies, do not do this to your man. A man wants peace from his partner. He wants peace. He wants somebody to bring joy and not disturb and cause fighting and anger or something like that. He doesn't want that. He wants somebody to bring peace into his life and he can enjoy life with. That's what he wants when looking for a partner. If you are constantly nagging him and then constantly set him up and try to cause fights like this, he's going to walk himself out the door. It's not going to be, month 2, month 3, month 5. Month 7, 8, 9, a year, 2 years from now, he's gonna get fed up to the point where he's like, I feel like everything we do is contradicting me. I feel like every time I bring up something, you're nagging me. I feel like every time I do something, you're trying to cause a fight. I'm out. This is disturbing my peace too long. I'm out. And he will be at that point. This guy right here, he don't know who this person is. He came down to his girlfriend and said, I don't know who this is. Please take my phone. Just give me the heads up before something goes south. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want any part of it. But this girl said she got my number and now she's texting me and I don't want anything that, like, when he said I don't want anything to happen, he's saying I don't want to be put in a situation where it's like I'm lying, I'm trying to tell the truth and you think I'm messing around when I'm not messing around. That's what he's trying to say. And the fact that she's like, oh, you're at the bar looking at women in booty shorts. He's like, I'm just trying to have, like, I don't know who this is. I don't want to cause any problems. Because he knows if his wife is mad or his girlfriend's mad at him, he's not going to be okay. And it's going to be an issue. And he's going to be stressing out at all times. So ladies, don't do this. Don't play a joke on your man to see if he's lying or faking or whatever the case may be. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to see this dude would say that, oh no, you know what, I don't know how she got my number, I've been messing around, actually I've been messing around with so-and-so. That's what you're trying to fish out. In reality, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was literally just existing and being a boyfriend and hanging out with his friends, and she found a way to try to throw this in his face and make it seem like he was doing something wrong. And he's not going to trust, like, this is going to break trust. Because my girlfriend did this to me, I would literally, like, not trust him. I'd be like, what are you doing? Just saying. Like, if my partner did this to me, I'd be like, I'm not trusting you. I don't feel good about that. That it made me feel a certain kind of way. And the one thing you don't want to lose in a relationship is trust. So I wouldn't play around with your significant other with something like this, especially when cheating is a problem. And a lot of people's relationships don't try to accuse your partner of cheating, because then they'll be sitting there thinking like, if you accuse me of cheating, are you doing something wrong? And then it's going to come back around where that trust gets lost and you got to rebuild that trust back up. So don't do that. Don't play around your partner's emotions. Don't play around their feelings like that. This is something that, this would be a boundary for me that I wouldn't let cross. And that's something, a boundary that you believe everybody else should do the same. Don't let this kind of joke be a joke. That's not a fun joke. There are jokes and pranks you can do on your partner, but this is not one of them. All right, next video here. This is from Jessica.Stalker. Let's see what she has to say. Well, her thing says, things you should not have to ask your boyfriend to do. So here we go.
4 things I think you should never have to ask your boyfriend to do. He should just do it naturally. Number 1, compliment you. Okay, when I say compliment you, I really mean the guy should not be insecure to the point where he can't give you a simple compliment. And I've seen that in relationships, and I've also been in that relationship where they can't even say one nice thing about you because it makes them feel insecure. Number 2, be affectionate and
Yeah, a compliment is something that your boyfriend should do. Like, your partner should compliment you, not even your boyfriend. Your partner in general should compliment you. Say how good looking you are. Say they love, like, just love looking at you, how your beauty are, or just nice outfit, whatever the case would be. They should be able to compliment you and not feel insecure. I've heard this too, where men like, I don't want to compliment her because I feel like if I compliment her, she'd go somewhere else, or I feel like I compliment her, I'm looking soft. No, you should compliment your significant other. There's nothing soft about that. Why would you want to get in a relationship with somebody if you don't even give them compliments on like how they look or what they do, their mindset, the way they think, the way they move, the way they navigate through life? When they do something good and do something amazing, you should compliment them. You should be like, that's fine, that's cool. Like, if you're not giving them attention, they will go get the attention from someone else. And you'd be like, I don't understand why she loved me. You didn't compliment her. You didn't give her like words of affirmation or give her just any sign of like that she's doing great, that she looks good. People want to be complimented. Men and women want to be complimented. So if she don't get the compliment from her significant other, she's gonna find ways to get complimented. Whether it be social media, and then somebody gonna slide through a DM, and next thing you know, you find yourself, losing your partner, or be in public and some guy like, hey babe, how you? Some dude catcall her, which is horrible. But let's say she haven't heard a compliment in months. A dude catcall her, and she be like, I'm gonna entertain this. Dude go like, ma'am, you look really, and I don't say catcall is beautiful, because a guy should never catcall, but dude comes and say, hey beautiful, how you doing? Or beautiful, you look good today. You know what? If some dude did that to her, she would be sitting there, might entertain it, because her significant other didn't give her any confidence for the past 4 months. Not 4 years. 4 years would be ridiculous, but also same there. People want to be complimented. Compliment your significant other. All right, number 2.
public. This one might be kind of obvious, be affectionate in public, but If he's not being affectionate in public with you, might be a red flag. Number 3, date nights. Now,
Yeah, be affectionate, but hold a hand, hug, kiss, show that PDF, public display of affection. Not PDF, PDA, public display of affection. So show that PDF, but show that PDA, public display of affection. Show that. Hold your partner hand, give them a hug, and also ask your partner how they like to receive affection too. How do they like to be, how they like that? Like, because there's some people who don't like holding hands in public. Some people just don't like that. Some people don't like giving hugs. But ask them how they like to receive affection and go about that. And you can do it in public. Show this person that they're your significant other. That's perfectly fine. You don't be like walking around and you're walking 10 feet in front of them. They're walking 10 feet behind you. And next you know, like somebody's like, think they're not together as a couple. It's okay to hold hands. It's okay to show them when you're standing next to her, get your arm around her, you give her a side hug, or the case. I actually don't like a side hug, but like if you're standing next to her and you have your arm around her, that's different. But like a side hug to me shows friendship zone 100%. But put your arm around them, every significant other. Show them that you guys are a couple. People need to understand that like nobody can just walk up on your girl and try to talk to her. All right, next part.
now you should be planning date nights, but so should your man. He should also be planning date nights and making you feel special. Doesn't have to be all the time. I understand that people are busy, even if it's once a month, okay? You should be prioritizing intentional, fun date nights. Okay,
I agree with that one, 100%. I agree with that. Yeah, prioritize date nights. Have date nights once a month, even if it's a at-home movie night where you guys getting pizza. Make that a thing. Have a date night. Have a date night from both sides. But yes, date night. If you stop dating your partner, you'll find yourself not being connected to your partner. So continue to date your partner. Continue to make your partner feel special. All right, moving on.
Time with you. Now, this is another really important thing. I understand you guys have men that are busy. They got a lot going on. But I still think it's important to have a man that prioritizes you, even if it's just 20 minutes a day where you guys just sit there and look at each other and talk. You play a game, you do something fun together, but you need to be prioritizing each other. And you shouldn't have to ask him every weekend, hey babe, do you mind just spending a little bit of time with me? If he has time off, he should be spending time with you. Not entertaining other girls.
I agree with that. Spending time with your partner, making time, cutting out some quality time for your partner. Like you're busy, both people have jobs. I understand that, but you can make time. You can, like you said, 20 minutes is not a lot. You can scratch out 20 minutes a day and have time with your partner. So even as a phone call and speaking to him on the phone with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can do that. All right, next part.
This one isn't even, I didn't even know why I put that, but yeah, he definitely shouldn't be entertaining other girls when he's with you. And if he is, please leave him.
Okay, Jessica, I see you. Yeah, the last one, entertaining other women. If you guys are in a committed relationship and you guys are not in an open relationship, and you guys establish that this is your boundaries in your relationship, entertaining another person shouldn't even be on the table. That if you guys are both monogamous and both saying that this is our boundary, if you talking to somebody else or I'm talking to somebody else and we're together, we're not working. It's a dating phase and you're dating. There's no boyfriend girlfriend label. Y'all just dating. Entertain whoever you want, but we establish it as we are a relationship, not exclusive. We are a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend. Then we should not be talking to anybody else unless we're in an open relationship. If we're not open, we ain't talking to anybody else. That's our establishment. So yeah, I do agree with her. These are things you should not have to ask your boyfriend to do. We should already know instinctively like how to treat a lady. But I will say what that looks like for you is going to be different. Every lady's different. Every guy's different on how they express their love and express their communication style. So whatever that is, you got to conversate about that. But as far as how it goes, yes, these things should be 100%, coming from your boyfriend, girlfriend. Now we'll say how you do like a compliment for me might be different from a compliment from somebody else. Like I would say somebody compliment me on like my shoes, I'll be like, okay, cool, thank you. But somebody compliment me on what I did or how I done something, I'm like, oh, well, thank you, I appreciate that. That means more to me than complimenting my clothes. So compliments, express that to your partner. How you like to be complimented? What do you like? What do you like? What makes you feel good? You have to communicate with your partner too, because your partner might think you want one thing one way and you thinking you want one thing another way, and y'all go about that and it completely goes haywire because y'all didn't communicate. You have to communicate with your partner and what their expectations are and how they like to receive and feel love. And once you do that, you're solid. Golden. All right, Reddit time. So I know I said I want to keep the short Reddits, but I have 2 Reddits on here that are long, but they're good. And I really want to tackle these situations. So we're going to do that. The first Reddit one. I, 34 male, cannot get what my girlfriend, 34, did out of my head. My 34 girlfriend and I, 34 male, have been in an amazing relationship for almost 2 years. We moved in together very quickly, almost 3 months, met families and everything. We were very happy. The relationship started with neither of us looking for a relationship, strictly physical, and of course I caught feelings, but once we figured it out, it was great. Almost 2 years later, this past October, we had a huge hiccup in the relationship and went to couples therapy. The therapist came to the conclusion that we should step away from the relationship, focus on ourselves, and come back in December to see if we still want to be together. This began October 20-ish. However, as much as we agreed we would do things separately, we texted every day. Continue saying we miss and love each other over text. Texting most days. There were 3 days that we really buckled down to not communicate at all because we thought what the therapist told us to do would help, and we, from my understanding, were trying to fix ourselves so that we could be better come December. By November 10th, we were going on dates together and being physically again, really moving forward. It felt like we had been fixed. All this time, I had known that her and her best friend were hanging out a lot with her best friend's husband and his best friend, who happened to be her ex. After a few of our dates, after it was very apparent we were back together, I built the courage to ask if anything had happened because it was bugging me. After really trying to hide it, she begrudgingly told me that her and her ex had been physical twice and went on a date together. I know we were on a break and I don't have a right to be mad at her. I'm not even mad. I'm more just, and he put ... I'm not even sure, just hurt. I'm not sure when these times happen, but at most it was 2 days of not talking to me. She slept with him twice. The twice part adds to it because she said it was a mistake. We are great together and very happy, but now I can't get it out of my head. It's consuming me. Everything we do, go on dates, hold hands, her nickname I call her is now twisted. Every second my brain isn't occupied by work or TV or something that's what I'm thinking about. When we start to be physical during and after, just the thought of them is eating me alive. What can I do? Just let time heal the wound. Will it heal the wound? I feel so bad even for being hurt. So what can you do? You can forgive her. You can understand that you said that she's on a break. You guys are on a break. You got to take away from each other. And you guys went about your way. And you said for 2 days. You think it's the 2 days that you guys can talk, but she hooked up with her ex twice while y'all was on your break. So from October to December, when things get back together, she hooked up with her ex, and she said it was a mistake. Maybe she thought that the relationship wasn't strong enough. Maybe she had a better relationship with the ex, and she wanted to see if that was gonna be a thing, and then wasn't a thing. You can't say anything about that. She went and did that. As far as your feelings goes, nobody can tell you how to feel. You can feel hurt, but you have to look at it and say, am I willing to get past this, that she slept with her ex while we was on a break? Remember, a break means you guys work together. Now, I would say this about the break. You have to communicate what does the break mean to each other. And this is where hindsight 2020 comes into play. And it's hard to do hindsight 2020 when you're going through something, but the therapist mentioned, hey, we're going on a break. You guys are on a break. You guys should lay the ground rules on what a break is. Does a break means you guys get to see other people, or a break means no seeing anybody else? We're not talking to anybody else. We're just focusing on ourselves. And if we need to pleasure ourselves, we pleasure ourselves with toys or our hands, but we do not communicate with other people. You have to establish what that break means. And it seems that like there was no establishment on what the break was. It was just a free for all. She had every right to hook up with her ex. Now you have to look at it in yourself and say, okay, how can I heal from this? Speak to your couples therapist. I understand the one that say you guys should go on a break, but also they didn't say how you guys should handle the break. So I would speak to your therapist and say, hey, she cheated on what I would say cheated. I would say she, hooked up with somebody while we was on our break. I am feeling some kind of way. I feel hurt. I don't know how to navigate this. Would time heal this? And ask your therapist this question. But then you have to ask yourself, can you look past this? Do you see this person you're dating? Do you see your girlfriend being with you the next 5 years? The next 10 years? If you can say that and say yes and say, you know what, I don't want us to go through another break. I want to, work this out. There you go. But if you can't see yourself getting through this, then it's best to just end it and move on. Say, I can never get past this. The hookup with your ex still bugs me. It still irks me. I think I need to really get time for myself and go figure out what I want to do and what I want out of this relationship. And that's perfectly fine. And say, you know what? I'm going to end this, and we come back around to each other. We can come back around and we're good. But as of right now, I just can't see myself getting past you hooking up with your ex. And let it be that. That's how you want to handle the situation. Either you forgive her and say, you know what, I'm going to look past this. I'm going to keep moving forward. Or you say, you know what, I can't look past this. I spoke to my therapist. It's still not working with me. I want to end this relationship. And that is your options. All right. Next question is another long one. My girlfriend of 12 years has had a crush on her coworker. I'm 25 male, have been dating my girlfriend Anna, 25 female, since middle school. We were both each other's first, by the way. Didn't really need to know that. We recently graduated from a university, but with good career paths, and have been living together for 3 years. Anna started work in July of this year and had a fairly rough start. She became friends with this older guy called William, 35 male, who's been working there for 10 years, and they kind of just hit it off as coworkers. They started texting each other outside of work around September because he was having marital problems and wanted someone to talk to. I didn't really mind it at first and thought it was nice of Anna to be supportive. But today, while trying to update a game on Anna's computer so we can play together, Messenger opened up with the startup, and I couldn't help myself but snoop a little. Apparently, for the past few weeks, she's been flirting with him fairly explicitly. William even sent her a picture of his new torso to show off his abs, and Anna answering that she would jump on him next time they saw each other at work. I got the vibe that this was just banter, but with some inappropriate connotations. When she got home from work today, I confronted her about it. She admitted that she has a crush on her coworker, but she never did anything physical. She never intended to and thought the flirting would just fizzle out after a bit. She told me that she really sorry for what she did and that it was completely selfish of her to only think about herself during these events. I felt deeply hurt by all of this and packed my things. She just tried really hard to stop me from leaving, but I just couldn't stay. I just couldn't believe that she would disrespect the 12 years we committed to each other for some flirting with a married man who has a wife and kids. It got really late and had nowhere to go, so he booked a hotel room. I read this the first time. He booked a hotel room. He couldn't bring us to go back to his parents' place because he believed that his parents wouldn't get rid of her or wouldn't be happy with the fact that this happened. Anyway, A part of me really wants to give her a second chance and meet with her tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be going back to a relationship that's already been sour. I don't know what I should do. Should I go back to my parents? Should I give Anna a second chance? Am I overreacting? Help. Okay, you're not overreacting. She was emotionally cheating on you with this married man. She said she was being friends with him, but takes him outside of work. He's 35. He's going through, some issues with his wife. The dude's looking to cheat. The William guy's looking to cheat. Your girlfriend is whether or not she is falling into the trap of where he is about to try to cheat with your girlfriend. That's what he's about to do. He's about to cheat with your girlfriend. He's 35 years old. He knows how to talk to ladies. He knows how to play the game. And what he's doing right now is playing the game on a girl who has a relationship. Anna could go have fun and jumping on him the next time she sees him at work. The fact that she said the next time I see you at work, which implies that even if they weren't doing anything sexual, they was doing something at work. To me, the fact that she would say that means, what do you mean jump on you at work? What do you mean? Like, I'll be more even like, okay, cool. I'm out. You did the right thing by leaving. You saying, you know what? And then it's okay to go back to your parents' place. You don't have a place anymore. You're leaving your girlfriend. Go back to your parents' place. Because unless you really want to try to make this relationship work, but she already laid the groundwork for emotional cheating. She's cheating on you with a married man. It's okay to let her go. Now, if you want to go back and try to take her back, that's up to you, but I wouldn't go down that rabbit hole because you're not going to be able to trust her after this. No matter what guy she's speaking to, it's going to feel like it's a dude that she could be 100% cheating on you with, whether it's emotional or not. She ain't took his, to be honest, she ain't took his phone number. If she had a crush on him, taking his phone number and talking to him outside of work wouldn't even been a thought. She should have just kept it at work and talked to him, kept it as co-workers only. If she had a crush with him, she should have just say, you know what, I'm not even about to put myself in that situation, but she did. And he sees this, and William is going to try to take, have a moment to take a swing at your girlfriend once he realized that, oh, your boyfriend ain't doing so-and-so, I can do better. I'm a married man. She's gonna fall for that. She's like, oh my God, she has abs. Yeah, I wouldn't take her back. I would be like, you know what? I saw that. And what's crazy about it is that it was flirting on both sides. It wasn't like he was just hitting on her. It was flirting on both sides. She didn't tell him to stop. She didn't tell him you know what? I have a boyfriend. Don't do that. You saw the text. You saw the messages. He wasn't trying to stop, and she wasn't letting him stop. So you saw it prior to. And by the way, I would say, accidentally, but you say you decided to snoop, so it means you have a feeling something's up. Yeah, I wouldn't be with my partner after that. That's something that's a fine. If cheating is your boundary, and emotional cheating and physical cheating is your boundary, you're out. You're out. And you guys want to go take time away from each other and take 6 months to a year and come back and say, you know what, I'm ready to give this a shot again. Go for it. But as of right now, it's okay to move back in with your parents. It's okay to tell your parents what happened. Take some strength, but it's okay to do that, and it's okay for you to end your relationship and move forward. All right, next question. Saw a date sending my photos to someone. Basically, I went on a date with a woman I met online, and everything went fine. However, I was talking to my date, and her phone was on. I saw her sending a message and noticed she had sent my pictures off my dating profile to someone. I kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. It kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm considering just blocking them. Am I overreacting? Yes, you're overreacting. She sent your profile to somebody else because she wanted, hey, this is what the guy looks like. So something goes on, something gets crazy. You know what he looks like. You know how to find him. We're at this location. She's taking safety precautions to make sure that, one, you are who you say you are. Two, if something goes south, everybody knows what you look like, so therefore everybody can find you and point you out. And then she probably already shared her location too, so therefore it knows the start and how to go from there. No, you should not be getting oh my gosh, she sent my photo to somebody. Most people do that actually. Most people get a dating profile like, hey, this person looks cute. What do you guys think? And they share people's profiles with other people. So you're overreacting. just enjoy the date. If you like this person, continue forward. Now, if you don't like this person, say, you know what, I'm out. And don't blame it on, oh, you share a profile with somebody, because then you're going to be the one looking like the crazy person. Next question. Dating without a job. I know it's corny, but I saw a new guy at the gym today and we traded hellos while passing. He seemed to be around my age. It's been a while since I was actually attracted to anybody, not just aesthetically or sexual admiration. In normal circumstances, I'll just shoot my shot and be done with it, but I'm 23 female, not in school, don't have a job at the moment, and still living with my parents. It's a work in progress, but that's where I am at now. In the U.S., and then she puts in USA for context. Am I just completely out of the dating game until my situation changes? Reasonably, it would make sense that I am. Just curious of other people's thoughts. So you're a lady with no job and don't have school and live with your parents. Most men wouldn't care. Most men wouldn't care the fact that your situation, you still live with your parents, that your situation, you don't have a job, that you are not in school. Most men wouldn't care. Most men don't look for that when it comes to a partner. And then if we're just looking to hook up, we don't care. We don't care at all. We're looking to hook up. Like, okay, you come to my place, let's have fun. But if you're looking for an actual partner, we're not looking for that for the man's perspective. The man's perspective is looking for somebody who, like I said before, adds peace to our life, who be a fun person to go out and hang out with, fun person to just spend time with. We're looking for somebody who adds peace in that way, who's fun, strong, independent, like great person, a great personality. That's what we're looking for. Yes, we look at the body and gotta be physically attracted to somebody, but most men are not just, we're not looking, putting value on like she has to make X amount of dollars, she has to be in school, she has to have her own place. We're not looking at that. That's not what a man's perspective is when it comes to dating. Like most guys sit there and like, hey, what's your dream girl? Well, she gotta have a job. She gotta have, no, most guys would say, man, it'd be cool she's into this. It'd be cool she's into that. It'd be cool she's just fun and chill and have a good time with it. Doesn't cause stress, doesn't cause drama. It'd be cool that, she'd be into movies or into sports or into whatever it is, cooking, or enjoy my passion. It'd be cool that she was about that. That's what most guys are looking for. So if this dude at the gym you see and you have an attraction to him and y'all talk to each other multiple times, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, because a guy's not going to care about your finances. A guy's not going to care about your living situation. We're never like, oh, you living with your parents? You're not living on your own? That's a no for me. Nah, a guy's not going to say that. A guy be like, all right, cool, we can come to my place. Or, like I said, if you're trying to hook up, you can do it in my car. Like, just being honest. Just being honest. Next question. Would I be the jerk if I, 28 female, let my boyfriend, 28 male, become homeless out of spite? Long story short, my boyfriend, 28 male, and I, 28 female, have been together for a couple of years now. Early this year, we decided that we would move in together when his lease was up in February next year. A few days ago, he informed me that he is not ready to move in with me after all. I was hurt by this, but accepted it, of course. Today he called his landlord to extend his lease, but his landlord told him that it would not be possible, and now he wants to move in with me as he is without residency from February. So the question is, would I be the jerk if I said no? I don't want him to move in just because he has no other options. And I'm kind of also want to make a statement and show him that he can't just expect me to be at his beck and call. Okay. Edit. He won't actually be homeless. Probably crash with his friends until he finds a place. Edit. Double edit. Thank you for all the comments. They have definitely put things into perspective for me while I update. Oh, I will update when I have discussed it with him. I'm curious to hear about the update. So, would she be the jerk for spite? I would say no, you wouldn't be the jerk for not letting him move in with you, even though, like, because he said he wasn't ready. And you don't want somebody moving in just because they need a place to stay. That's not good. You'll find yourself fighting down the line. It won't be a good time. You want to make sure somebody moving in with you, they're moving with you because they're ready to move in together, not because it's convenient. You don't want to move in with somebody because of convenience. That's not a good dating. That's not good dating etiquette. That's not a good relationship etiquette. Moving when you're ready, not moving because it's convenient for you. So I do give you, props for saying like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable anymore. That say you're not comfortable moving with me. It's a no for me, 100%. But to say like you did it out of spite, that right there, you don't want to do something out of spite. You don't want to do something to your partner out of spite. That's not healthy. So you'll be the jerk because you're saying no out of spite, but you're not the jerk for saying no because you guys are not ready and he said he wasn't ready. And then you even said he won't be homeless. He'll have a place to stay. So yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's December now. February's around the corner. He got time to find a place. He'll be fine. And I would say props, stick to your guns on that. But you're not a jerk for saying no to him from trying to move in after he said he wasn't ready. But I would say you will be a jerk for saying no out of spite. Don't do something out of spite, but definitely do it because, you guys are not ready, and that's perfectly fine. Next question. Why is online dating so hard for average men? I see so many balding/fat men with attractive fit partners. Feel free to look back at a post of mine with a photo of myself. I posted a photo on another subreddit as I am struggling to get any matches and just wanted to see where I stood. Turns out I'm average, which I'm okay with. Also, I read so many posts on here from average and even slightly above average guys with 0 matches as well. It's really gotten me thinking lately, as when I'm out in public, I see so many men around my age, mid to late 30s, who are fat with massive guts. A lot of them also have severe male pattern baldness, yet they have these smoking hot partners, girlfriend or wives. Nothing against fat or bald guys. Honestly, I almost put old bald guys. Fat or bald guys, but those are two things that I consider negative instead of a positive. So yeah, guys in the 5 to 7 range struggling to get one match on Tinder, yet you all have these guys who are subpar physically, but they are in relationship with women who are far more attractive than themselves. Is it charisma? Is it humor? Is it money? One, these men who you're saying are fat, old, bald men, fat, bald guys who are getting these beautiful and attractive women, they're not looking at dating as a negative light. They're being positive when it comes to dating. They know who they are. They're being confident in themselves, and that's why they're getting dates. They're not afraid to approach women, even on dating apps or in person. They're not sitting there playing around like, I'm trying to get to know her. I want to sit there and get to know her and talk to her for 2 weeks on a dating app. If they met on a dating app, they're getting off the dating app the moment they have a good conversation and setting up the date. They're being intentional with their dating. They're not sitting there being like, I'm just going to wait out for the girl to find me and, oh, this girl swiped on me, I don't like her. Like, no, they're not playing around. They're being confident, asking what they want, going for what they want, and they understand that rejection comes, and they get rejected, they're going to move on. Now, some of these men could have wives they dated for years, could have been dating them since middle school, high school, college. Same thing with their girlfriends, met years ago, and there's a relationship already been built up and established. But you're out here on a dating app, and you're trying to meet somebody, but you can't look at it a negative way. You can't say, I'm just average, I'm not going to be able to get a girl. You can get a girl. There's average people out there. There's not that many people out there who are walking around at 10s all the time. Everybody's mostly average. Nothing's wrong with average. Average is normal. What you can do is boost your profile up by putting profile pictures on there that show what you're into, what you're interested in, what you're about, and then put in your comment section below about what you're into. And don't put any negative, like, I don't want any ladies who are out of shape. I don't want any ladies who are not this. Be open to talk to people. You don't know what you can find. And it's not just money. Somebody was like, well, it's money. They have money. No, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. But your mindset makes the difference. You have to have a positive and affluent mindset. Your mindset says everything. If you sit there and believe that you're a 5 person, then you're not gonna be able to get somebody who's a 10 or 8. You have to have that 8 mindset. You gotta look at it like, I'm an 8. I know I bring value. I know what I do. I know what I'm about. And it's how I'm gonna move. Even though you might not be an 8 to everybody in the world, and you're not gonna be an 8 to everybody in the world. But you have to have that mindset yourself, and that's how you'll find that lady. And be confident. If you're not confident, you're not going to find that person. They're just not going to deal with you. A woman doesn't want a weak man. A woman doesn't want a man who's not confident, secure in who he is. So you have to be confident in yourself. And you also got, by being confident, You just gotta know your weaknesses too. You gotta know about yourself and know what you bring to the table. If you feel like you can't bring it to the table, then you show that you're not a strong, confident person. Then a girl's not gonna she's not gonna invest in you. Why should you even invest in somebody who's weak? So those guys you're looking at who are like, oh, he's fat, out of shape. How can he get the fit chick? Because he's confident in who he is and he knows what he brings to the table. Oh, he's balding. How can he get the hot chick? Because he's confident in who he is and he knows what he brings to the table. I'm bald. I never struggled with dating. Just saying. So, there's that. All right, last question, we'll call it a night. Can't lock down first dates. Match with someone a month and a half ago. She's not responsive on the app at all and goes a week or more between responding. I asked her on a date a month ago. She agreed. Every time she responds, she asks what days work best for me the following week. I tell her and hear nothing. Then she mentions she's busy and asks about the next week. Do I give up or just pick a date and time and tell her I'll be there if she's still interested? Give up. Look, it's been a month. If somebody really wanted to date you, they're not going to play around with dating. I don't care if it's guy or girl. If they really want to date you, they're not going to play around. You ask what time and she gives you that, and you set the time and date and she's still not responding back to you, and it's been, you going on a month to try to set up a first date, call it quits. You'll meet a girl who you'll talk to in 3 days, and then you got set up a date and she'll be ready to meet you that next Saturday. So there's no point of sitting there playing with somebody who's playing with you. She is toying with you right now. She's playing a game and seeing like, okay, I'm not super serious in this guy. I'm just keep stringing him on. If you still want to talk to this person, go for it. But you should pretty much give up and say this person's not invested enough in you to even put in a first date. And I know that invested for the first date is like, you say invested. Yeah, the person they're not taking your time seriously. Do you want to date somebody who doesn't value your time? Even though you're trying to set that date up, keep moving forward. Cause it a loss. Say this person is playing games. They're trying to string you along because maybe she's talking to somebody right now and she doesn't know if she really want to commit to this other person, but she has this person on the back burner. You're her back burner right now. It's up to you to either stay in that back burner or say, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to go move on to somebody else to find somebody who values my time and my efforts and trying to set up a first date. So to me, give up, move on to the next person because this person is playing games with you and you don't deserve that. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I really appreciate y'all. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please tell friends and family about the podcast. And those who continue to share the podcast, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. See you guys in the next episode of Nerdy Dating and keep being awesome. Thank you for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I really appreciate it. If there's another episode you want to watch, you can look at it right there. If you want to subscribe to the page and watch more content, it's down here. Also, you have a question about dating you want to put in the comment section, go ahead and do it. Or you can send me your dating question to my email of alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. That's alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. And I will answer your question on the next episode of Nerdy Dating. Thank you so much for watching the show. I appreciate you and keep being awesome.